Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 6 of Total War Warhammer. In the last video we had the battle against the, I can't even remember who they were now, the Bloody Hand or something, I can't remember what they were called, but we took out some orcs and we managed to grab Varenka Hills. And I do want to sort of push south and grab as much of this province as possible because some of it is being held by the Greenskins. So we definitely want to try and take these two forts if we can, or these two settlements. There's actually some salt down here, so there's actually some trade goods. We've got to be careful though, we don't want to sort of spread ourselves too thinly. And this is actually part... Oh, there we go. Those are the Orcs of the Bloody Hand. So that province is a little bit further off. But yes, this one, Doc Karaz, is definitely part of the Blood River Valley. And we already control one of those. And so is Barag Dawersbag. So we want to grab both of those if we can. We'll have a quick look at the garrisons there. Both of them fairly small. So we should be able to deal with those nice and easily. One thing that I was thinking about doing... And when I say thinking about it, I am definitely going to go and do that. Is I am going to use, in this army here, we've got the runesmith, Crag Arkhandrakelson. Arkhandrakelson. Yeah, sure. Crag Arkhandrakelson. It's a mouthful, really is a mouthful. Anyway, he doesn't really have any abilities that he can use in battle at the moment. So in a battle, he's pretty useless. So what I'm going to do with him is I'm actually going to separate him from the group here. I should be able to move him out on his own. Can I? Yeah. So what I'm going to do with him is I'm actually going to send him into the enemy's territory to do stuff. Runic Steel modifies the success chance of enemy hero actions against the local settlements by 15%. Is that really all you can do? What if you actually go into the enemy's territory? Yeah, he has quite a lot of movement, which is nice. Runic Protection reduces the amount of chaos and vampiric corruption influence. What happens if we click on that? Damage settlement. So it costs us money. There's only a 46% chance that it'll work and a 54% chance that it'll fail. Yeah, maybe we don't want to bother doing that. So for the meantime, we will sort of return. We'll just sort of stay out of the way. But I don't know. Do I want him as part of the army? Maybe having him in the army is good because at least he does still gain some XP. So we'll go on to the next turn. We do need to sort of regain some of our strength on this army. We have lost we had some quite heavy losses. Confederation between the Greenskins and the Orcs of the Bloody Hand. That is a little bit annoying. Chaos is starting to stir. Storm clouds gather in the north. There are rumours that the barbarous tribes residing in the shadow of chaos have ceased striving against each other for the attention of the Dark Gods and are instead banding together. Sucking at the teat of chaos, the hordes grow in strength. It seems only a matter of time before the dam breaks and the tide of ruin bursts forth to engulf the old world, corrupting or destroying all in its path. Marshal your strength, nurture your sinews of war, build your walls higher, gather warriors to your banner and temper them in the crucible of battle, so that when the time comes you may yet weather the storm. Yes. We've finished our siege workshop though, which is fantastic. And we've researched our technology. So, Siege Workshop. Let's go ahead and get these things done. Where was the Siege Workshop? That was over here, I think. Let's be on the right tab. So, Siege Workshop is now done. Unfortunately, we can't upgrade that to the Gunsmith's Forge, but it does mean we can now recruit Grudge Throwers, which are really cool. We can also upgrade this to a Tinkerer's Shop level 2. We should definitely do that, get some more income. We would love to have another Grudge Thrower in this army. Can we actually get one from all the way over there? No, because we can't afford one, because they're absolutely ridiculously expensive to get. We could, of course, what we could do is move back over there and pick one up from this province. But we are trying to recover, so it's probably not the best thing to do. Can we get a couple more units here, though? We could get ourselves... So we're not making a huge amount of money. We could definitely get ourselves some more warriors, though. Having more warriors is never a bad thing. Clan loyalty. Definitely think we should probably get some more. Though there are some much better units that we could be getting later on. Oh, so difficult to decide. Let's recruit some to this army. Global recruitment is only... Are we not actually in the city? I thought we were actually garrisoned here. Right, now we are. So, we would love to get a grudge thrower and get some quarrelers as well. Still need the armory to get any of these things. Let's go ahead and just recruit a grudge thrower here so that we can go and pick it up later. Save a turn. New technology. So, what could we grab? +2 relations with all factions, faction-wide. Steel and Stone Commandment, additional -5% to recruitment cost. That could be very, very useful. Dwarven Resolve leadership +5 for all Dwarven military units. Extra 20% ammunition for ranged infantry units. I don't think we've ever ran out of ammo yet. Unit experience, +2 for Quarreler unit recruits and +2 for Thunderer unit recruits. Nice, but I think we're going to go for that extra leadership. That'll be quite useful for us. We'll still take another turn or two just to get our manpower back up. And say we did lose some units in the previous fight, so... Let's keep working on that. How are you guys actually doing now?
Grimnir's axe thirsts.
You're still not quite at full health. So what I'm going to do over here with this army, I'm going to be a little bit cheeky. I'm going to come down here and drop off that grudge thrower, and then head back. Because you can only recruit a unit to a leader. Population surplus in the Silver Road. Construction is complete of a dwarf outpost, and the grudge thrower is completed. That's okay. So over here, do we need to build anything else? I want to be able to upgrade this again so that we can get the gunsmith's forge, because being able to get thunderers and cannons is going to be absolutely fantastic. We can build down here, of course. We already have some of these buildings. What we do not have yet is a armory. They are damned expensive, unfortunately. And this is also our province, our settlement furthest to the east. I think what we should be concentrating on doing here is getting to a point where we can actually build a watch room to increase the garrison here. So I think we'll hold off before doing that one. Just in case they send any units down from Mount Gunbad, we want to have a little bit of a garrison here. Winds of Magic changing again. Construction complete of the Tinkerer's Workshop. So what we can do now is we can build that watch room. Let's go ahead and do that. Where is our other army? Right, how do we do this? So we want to go over here. We should see both armies, and you want to go into that army. There we go. Then the rest of you can actually go back. So how are you actually doing here right now? Not too bad. One more turn, I think. This is actually burning down here. Is there even a garrison here at all? It seems to be on fire. No. One more turn and we move in. And we'll take our next settlement. We should almost have completed that public order grudge mission thing that we got. What do you want to do? You want a trade agreement. Yeah, why couldn't I get one with you before? You want to give me 1,000 to get a trade agreement. Yeah, sure. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll have to have a look now, see if we can get any more. Certainly helps the income. There we go, grudge successful. That gives us another 3,000. That's going to be very, very useful. Seal the hold. So now we've got a mission to do. Always... No, what is that? The Rick has sealed the dwarf hold. The great bar lays across its mountain doors in the deeps, and the iron gates have come crashing down severely in the underway. Why the Lord would do this is yet a mystery. So, siege holdout time +3, public order +2, income from all buildings -10. Not just sure where that is. Zoom to this event location. So that's over here. So something weird has happened. Okay, that's fine then. So we've got that trade agreement with Barak Var. Can we get one with anybody else? What about you guys? Would you be willing to get a trade agreement? A route from their capital cannot be established. Ah, that's the reason then. So we need to sort of find a way through, which is probably why we managed to get one last time, because we've now taken this place here. Let's have a look at our armies. We're mostly reinforced. There's one unit of dwarf warriors here that's missing 3 men. That's not really worth holding off for. There is an army down here. This is Spite Backbiter. He has a relatively small army. I am willing to go and jump in on that, I think. So let's go in and attack. Their garrison is next to nothing. So this should be easy enough. They've got... that's their leader, but they've basically got Orc Boys and they've got Goblin Spear Infantry. This is no problem. Again, I could do it automatically. Where's the fun in that? Try and do our best to get ourselves a little bit of experience here. Try and reduce the losses that we take as well. We've got 2 Grudge Throwers now, which is going to be absolutely amazing. The amount of damage we're going to be able to do just before they even get to us is going to be absolutely stupid. The terrain's not really in our favour right here. So I think what we're going to do... I think we're going to fight from this side. We're going to take the Grudge Throwers. We're going to go and put the Grudge Throwers up on the hills here. Is that both units of Grudge Throwers? Grudge Throwers up on the hills. Let's go and take the miners. And the miners are going to be our defensive front line here, in front of the Grudge Throwers, just to sort of keep them protected. We'll also get our Runesmith over with them, because he is giving an aura, even though he's not doing an awful lot himself that's useful. We will take the Quarrelers. They're going to go at the back there. We'll make a group for them. And then we'll take all of the warriors. They can go along the front in a group. And we'll put Thorgrim at the back. So you guys kind of... Did we not group them up? I told it I wanted to. There we go. So I'd like you guys kind of to be up here. We are going to start by moving forwards, because we don't want to be sort of downhill. So we will move up. So we'll let the battle start. We should be okay here. So we're going to start by moving forwards up here. How do we do this? Is it... select them all. They can't see where we are at the moment, actually. So staying down here might not be a terrible idea. Is it Alt? Yes, Alt. Can we let go of Alt? No, hold down Alt. And then do it that way. Used to be a way to drag them. Ah, there we go. It's Alt and left click. So there we're going to move into position. Let's move the Quarrelers up onto the hill. We're still sort of down here, so maybe they can't see us. We haven't quite got the range here with the Grudge Throwers. They don't want to come in because they have the high ground and they feel that they're in a good position there. I certainly can't blame them. Well, do you know what then? Let's move forwards.
Be sure to use the maps available to assist your tactical planning, Commander.
Must remember, hold down Alt and then we keep the positioning. Get close enough to be able to hit them, and then they might start coming towards us. So where are you guys going? You're forming up on that hill. That's great. We'll keep these guys down here, just in case they start to move towards us. Do they have any siege stuff, though, is the question. No. So, I think we'll just move in. I don't think there's any point sitting back here waiting for them to come to us, really. So, we'll go and... that's probably a slightly better spot to get involved in. Let's start moving up with the Quarrelers. Don't think they've got any range at all anyway. What's the range on these guys? Still not enough. As long as we can get close enough to start hitting them with these grudge throwers. Because they're quite a good distance away, to be honest. Right, they are moving forwards now, so they're going to be moving into range of the grudge throwers any second here. So that's fine. What do we got here? Formation, melee front, missile front. We will go and halt you guys there. You guys should be firing at their leader, at their lord. You just sort of stay in the back a little bit more. Not quite in range of the Quarrelers yet. Let's move the Quarrelers this way a little bit. Let's go and move these guys into a slightly better position. Keep Thorgrim at the back slightly. Should be easy enough here. Right, they're moving in towards our armies, which is fine. Okay, guys, give them hell. We'll get ready to charge in. In we go then. Let's just run straight at them. They're already taking massive losses. These spearmen are going to go after our grudge throwers, but that's fine. We've got 4 groups of miners there, so they should deal with them nice and easily. They're all going to get wrecked. We'll see if we can get Thorgrim in around the back to deal with their lord. One of our warriors is breaking off to go and attack these guys. Let's go and grab the miners then. I think the grudge throwers are going to be fine on their own. These guys are already about to break. In fact, they're pretty much all already on the run. Yeah, they've completely broken already. Fantastic. Up to speed 3. Just see if we can chase anybody down and get any kills. More kills that we can get, the more XP we'll get. See, Thorgrim's still chasing them down there. He's not doing a very good job, but if he gets some kills, it helps. Has he actually managed to pick any up? 13 kills. So he did get some stuff done. And now those poor guys that are having to carry his fat ass around on that throne are now having to trying to run up a hill with him. It's not really the ideal way to be on a battlefield, but he's certainly getting some kills in there. He's definitely going in and bashing these guys around a bit. They don't really have a lord, do they? They just have sort of like a prime regiment, as it were. Don't think they're going to catch up with them. That's fine, let's end the battle. I think we did enough there. Got the job done. We suffered 4 losses. They suffered 443. So can't really argue at that one. Don't know how we suffered 4 losses, yet according to this they only managed to get 3 kills. So we gained ourselves hardly any loot. The place had recently been sacked, so that's hardly a surprise. We've gained a rune, the Master Rune of Grugni. And gained a rank. Now what does that rune do? This rune stirs up the winds of magic, using their swirling arcane force to protect its bearer and shield nearby dwarfs from missile fire. Drag the rune or banner onto the unit you wish it to be applied to. So basically it is a ward, instantly affects target in the area. It's constant, and it affects the self and allies within range and gives plus 20% missile resistance. That sounds like something that I would want to give to the hammerers, actually. Because they're usually at the front. Where are my hammerers? Warriors, 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 warriors. Did I lose the hammerers? I did, didn't I? I actually lost the hammerers in that previous match. I thought that they'd actually recovered. I know they were down to 1 man, but I didn't realise we'd lost them. But we do tend to keep all of those guys together. We don't need to use that right now, I don't think. Or maybe we do. Let's just put it onto one of the warriors. Because then it'll give them and everyone near them missile resistance. At least it should do. We will occupy. It will give us some more public disorder, but that's fine. We can manage that.
Very well.
Okay, so this we know about the rune. So it's a passive ability and it's been assigned to a unit. So that we're already aware of.
In this city are damaged, my lord. Repair them to gain the full benefit that they can provide.
So we've got some repairs that we need to do here. There is an army coming, but I think we can deal with them because it looks relatively small. So let's go ahead and repair the settlement. We can also build something here. So we've already got a sparring chamber in this area. What else would we like to grab down here? Probably just want some basic infrastructure buildings. Get a barley field or something. That'll be fine. We've also leveled up.
Retake the realms.
Another thing we haven't done as well is we haven't actually assigned him that dragon helm. I mean, it's only common. It's not going to be great, but I mean, it'll give him some additional protection. Skills. So this is where we decide where we want to put our last. Well, it doesn't have to be our last skill in this block, but it's certainly probably going to be because we want to pick up Rally. So, more ammunition for Quarrelers, Thunderers, and Grudge Throwers? I don't think we really need that. Let's just stack the armour. And then the next time we grab a point, we can grab Rally. So that'll be fine. Okay, does that now allow us to trade with anybody else? Not really. If we can go and grab Doc Karaz, although it looks like these guys might, or Barrett Var might already be doing it. But if we can grab that, then potentially we can trade with them. Or is it them we're already trading with? I've forgotten already now. Who do we have that trade agreement with? No, it is them we have the trade agreement with. Fair enough then. Can't go and attack these guys because we've used all of our movement, but not too sure where they're going to go. Let's end the turn. I can't really see an awful lot that I can do. Oh, we got another skill point for our runesmith as well. Fantastic. So we can give him any of these. We can give him an ability that allows him to give armor to himself and anyone in range, or an ability that gives armor piercing plus 4 armor piercing damage. Do you know what? I might just give him that and keep him with the Quarrelers. So I'm going to go and give him Forge Fire, and then I think we'll pick up the Rune of Oath and Steel afterwards, and then we'll spend a couple of points in these maybe, and then we get Rune of Wrath and Ruin, which is a 10-second duration on an enemy target. Causes strong versus multiple combatants. Causes damage to combatants. Weak versus single combatants. So that's something that you want to cast directly onto an enemy unit. That's fine. We can deal with that. Let's end the turn and see what happens then. Don't think that army's going to be stupid enough to come in and attack. Yeah, they're actually backing off. We might actually track them down and try and get a kill on them if we can. I also noticed we've got an army down there. You're actually getting stuff done.
Your prestige grows, my lord. News of your conquests spreads far and wide. Your developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
So we've completed an objective. The Karazankor has fallen into decline, assaulted by fell enemies above and below the ground, but no more. Everpeak has stirred, and the High King demands that the Dwarf realm be brought back into its former glory. Let us begin the task in earnest. So we had to occupy, loot, raise or sack 3 different settlements, which we've now done. We did some of the bonus objectives, but not all, so that's given us an extra 4,000 income. And we have a new objective, which is to occupy, loot, raise or sack 5 different settlements. That'll give us another 4,000. Need to start working on a new technology. Interlocking shields. Nice. A lot of nice stuff we can pick here. Call to the clan. Unit experience for miners and dwarf warriors. Leadership for lords and all embedded heroes. Melee defense for lords and all embedded heroes. Reload time reduction for quarrelers. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Ammunition wagons. Extra ammo for quarrelers and then into volley fire. That could be really nice. Interlocking shields. Not sure we need that. Do we need any of this stuff, really? Well, we will probably need it at some point. The question is, do we need it now? I think I want to go into these ammunition wagons and into volley fire. So our quarrelers do a good amount of damage. It's well worth having. And do we chase that army down? Or do we go and take Doc Karaz? We don't have much of a sort of defense here. I think chasing these guys down would be the best thing to do before going in over there, to be honest. Would like to take that myself before Barak Var get it, though. That's the only issue there. Not too sure if their army feels up to doing that or not. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my army that's over here that I'd sort of forgotten about. I'm going to bring them down here to defend. And we'll go and attack this army. And hopefully this one will just keep running away, because they seem to be in a little bit of an appalling state. But we will do that in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Total War Warhammer. I'll see you next time. And until then, goodbye for now.